What's up, fishy friends? Welcome. Tim's School of Fishing class is in session. Today, we're going to take a look at a traveling knife that was sent to me that's going to be sent on to someone else. Now, this particular knife has a very interesting history. This pattern came out in the 19th century, in the late 1800s. Some of the other guys that have had this knife were unable to find out much about this particular knife, but I have the backstory. So let's get this camera spun around and take a closer look. All right, so this particular knife is a Grandway knife. This traveling knife was started by Ray over at North Star Knife Reviews. Ray then sent it on to Tom over at Knife Delights. Tom sent it to Terry's Knives and Man Stuff. Terry sent it to J.O. Ventures. J.O. Ventures sent it to me, and when I'm done with it, it's going to go to Gunslinger Cal. So these traveling knives are just different knives that guys send around to each other, let each other carry it for a little bit of time, and then do a review on it. So, bunch of great channels here. If you're not subscribed to these channels, go subscribe. Bunch of great guys with great contents. So, let's get into this knife. First, I want to take a look at this gorgeous slip that was made by John at J.O. Ventures. He made this slip specifically for this traveling knife. This slip will eventually make its way back to Ray, and Ray will have it. So we've got a buffalo or a bison stamp there. We've got some barbed wire stamp, beautiful stitching on there. J.O. stamped on the back for J.O. Ventures, and some footprints because this is a traveling knife. Gorgeous sheath. John over there does great work. Reach out to him. Support him with his leather work. He does an outstanding job. Let's take a look at this knife. So what we've got here is a locking knife. We've got a mirror polished drop point blade with a nail nick pull. Blade tang here says Grandway. Grandway is the manufacturer of this knife. That is a Ukrainian company. More on that in just a minute. On the other side of the tang, 440C is our steel. You can see that the edge grind here is nice and even. I'm not sure if this is the factory edge or if somebody put an edge on it along the way in its travels. You can see there the edge grind on the other side is very good as well. So we've got stainless steel bolster on this and a stainless steel cap. We've got wood covers. This is most likely some sort of rosewood. It's very nice. We've got nickel silver pins on this one, a stainless steel back spring and stainless steel liners. And like I said, it is a lockback knife. The pull on here, I would say, is about a 4. We do kind of have sort of a little lazy half stop here. It's not a true half stop, but you can see. So the action is very smooth. This secondary blade also has a nail nick pull. This is a very interesting secondary blade. Nothing on the tang there. So what we've got is a cap lifter and also a can opener. And you can see that that can opener has an edge on it, and I will tell you that it is pretty darn sharp. And I agree with what everybody else has said. This would be a great blade for opening packages. Anytime you have a downward sloping sort of a hawk's beak or hawk bill blade shape on there, it's always great for opening packages or getting under zip ties and popping those zip ties. So pretty interesting secondary blade on here. But what I want to talk about is the history of this particular pattern. You'll see that Grandway uses this particular bolster or cap shape on a lot of their knives. So this is called a horse leg pattern. And it is an old Russian pattern. and you just typically don't see too much of it anymore. And the reason that we see it on this particular knife is because this Grandway manufacturer is a Ukrainian company. So this particular pattern is more prevalent in Eastern Europe than it is over here, and we just don't see too much of it. Tsar Alexander III of Russia commissioned some cutlers, and we're not sure exactly who those cutlers were. He commissioned some cutlers to make a general all-purpose farrier knife. Now, the earliest version of this horse leg knife probably had a clip point on it. What we see here is more of a drop point blade shape. And this secondary blade, there were a couple different options. It did not have a hoof pick. What it had on it was more of a little spatula with kind of a spoon on the end of it for cleaning out horses' hooves. So Alexander III commissioned cutlers to make a general all-purpose farrier knife that his farriers could use and that he could also carry while on horseback. Probably had a clip point. It also had this little hoof scoop or hoof spoon on it, and some of them even had a little pin blade instead of the hoof pick or hoof scoop. But the most prominent feature of these horse leg knives was the general overall frame or shape of these knives. And you can clearly see it looks like a horse leg. I mean, that's obvious. So I think that this knife is a nod to those earlier horse leg knives. Pretty interesting history on this, and that's what I think this is. I think this is a nod to Alexander III's horse leg knife. Now, let's talk about this as a regular everyday EDC knife. Size-wise, it's about the same as a Buck 110, right? And it is a lockback, pretty similar to a Buck 110. Ergonomics are pretty good on here. Now, I will say that you can feel that can opener secondary blade. If you hold it just right, that will fold right into the crease of your knuckles. But if you get a good tight grip, you can feel that. So it does create kind of a warm spot or a hot spot, but it's not terribly bad. I think this would be a great camp knife, right? Or something maybe to keep in your truck or your toolbox. Now, as far as EDC goes, it is pretty heavy, right? It is on the bigger side. So this is not going to carry exceptionally well in the pocket. That's why John made this belt sheath for it, which I think is perfect. You know, if you're going to carry this knife, that belt sheath is perfect for that. Just too heavy and too thick, you know, to be a pocket carry. It is a cool knife, though, with a very cool history, and I'm glad the guy sent it to me. I'm glad to get my hands on this. I haven't actually been able to handle a horse leg knife or even a horse leg knife replica, which is what this is. Once again, thank you to Ray at North Star Knife Reviews for starting this traveling knife, who then sent it to Tom, Terry's Knives and Man Stuff, J.O. Ventures Outdoors, then it came to me, and it's going to Gunslinger Cal next. Subscribe to all these channels, and if you believed anything that I said about this being a horse leg knife, I gotcha. I totally made that up. I have no idea. It just looks like a horse leg to me. And this Grandway company is a Ukrainian company. So I made up that whole story about Alexander II and the horse leg knife. But from now on, this is the horse leg knife as far as I'm concerned. As always, I appreciate you guys for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down in the comment section below. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Just click on my face right over there. That's it for this episode of Tim's School of Fish, boys and girls. Class dismissed.